You know what successful people don't talk about? They don't talk about the benefit of looking foolish. They don't talk about the benefit of looking strange. They don't talk about the benefit of looking awkward because those are the things that you get to look like when you decide to step outside of yourself and do what you feel compelled to do. So, I'm going to teach you how to be okay with looking awkward, be okay with looking strange, and literally playing your life full out. And what does that mean? So, I am a trained dancer, and we often talk about in the studio dancing full out. And dancing full out means that you're using every part of your movement and you're doing it from a place of energy. You're doing it from a place of execution. You're being present in the moment. You're really basically giving us a show. You're acting like this is the day of the performance. So we want you to do it with everything that's in you, not even just doing beautiful movements, but doing it with vigor, doing it with emotion, doing it like you're present. Your whole mind, body, and spirit is focused in this moment. And so a lot of times we are not doing that because we are afraid. Am I going to look dumb? Am I going to look awkward? Am I going to look strange, dancing full out? Because in your mind, maybe you don't feel like you're ready for that. Maybe you don't think you're good enough. And so I want to teach you how to get your nervous system back to neutral so that you can start playing full out and be okay with being awkward and being strange, because the only way that you're going to experience success in your life is being okay with the moments that you are having discomfort. And that's what this is about. So, one, the first thing that you get to start changing in your mind is that I don't care what other people think. Now, this is going to be tough because most of us have grown up caring literally what other people think. We care about what our mom thinks. We care about what our dad thinks. We care about what our siblings think. We care about what some of our friends think, our teachers. We're looking for verbal cues all the time to get that validation from someone that what we're doing is okay. And then there are even times when we accept the cues from people that we don't really care about, but it's just adding on top of all of our insecurities that what we're doing feels strange, it feels awkward. But at the end of the day, we get to feel that and continue to move forward. And so, one thing that you get to do when you're thinking about what other people think is tell yourself, I'm not responsible for other people's thoughts. You're not responsible for other people's thoughts. You're only responsible for the thoughts you have towards yourself. And so, what I desire for you is to have only thoughts that are going to help you feel empowered about yourself. So, practice having thoughts about yourself that are actually going to help you feel more empowered. And feeling more empowered is aligned to knowing what is going to be the end goal for you. So imagine what it's going to feel like when you're on the other side of what you are learning, what you are working on, what you are training for. So when I went back to school for a dance after getting my MBA, I was feeling really insecure in the dance class in the beginning, and I even cried after some classes, namely ballet. That was a difficult class for me, but I was feeling really insecure. So what I kept telling myself is that you're going to be better on the other side of this. It's a 2-year program. At the end of 2 years, you're going to be killing it. You might not look like some of the people that you see in front of you who are amazing at these different genres, but you're going to look amazing in comparison to what you were when you started this. And so a lot of times we have to make ourselves the litmus test. We get to make ourselves the standard. You know, when you do like a pre and post test, it's different when you are comparing yourself to what other people did. And I think that happens so much in our society. Like we want to be on the same level of other people when it comes to where we scored. We're looking to see, what percentile are we in compared to other people that are like us. But in life, it's even more important to make your own personal best the standard. And so where I was when I started that program is not where I was when I ended that program, and that makes it a win for me. And so that is what I use to help myself get out of other people's heads of wondering what they're going to think, what they're going to say, what they're going to do, and just really own that it's my journey. And because it's my journey, I'm going to only judge myself from where I was in the beginning and where I was at the end, not where I was at the beginning and, oh wait, did I hit the mark that somebody else hit? No, I'm looking about hitting my own marks. All right. So that's one way to help you get over being in this awkward state is by really focusing on what you want your personal best to be, what you want your end to be, because that's going to be what helps you get out of other people's heads, focusing on you internally. The second thing is I want you to focus on I am enough. Now, I do this with my clients all the time, talking about I am enough, because more and more I realize when people are having issues with becoming successful and worried about the next level of success they desire to be in, it's because they are already experts in an area. And so being a novice in another area scares the mess out of them. Like they don't want to look like someone that is dumb. It's almost like I don't want to start at the bottom. And a lot of times we think it's dumb, air quotes, right, to be at the beginning level, to be a beginner in something when it's not dumb. It's just you're a beginner. And that's okay. We have to get the words and the thoughts of other people out of our head, like we did with the exercise I just told you about, and get into recognizing that we are enough. That if we knew we were enough, we would just say that, hey, I'm a beginner starting something new. It's okay to feel awkward in the beginning. It's okay to start something and not know everything. We have to get rid of this feeling that all because we have done great things in our lifetime doesn't mean that we are, not allowed to be beginners in something. We're not going to be experts in every single thing. We're experts in something right now, and now we're learning to be experts in another thing, and that's okay. And so I want you to give yourself permission to know that you are enough. You are enough right now where you're starting, and you are enough for where you're going. And so the last thing that I want to give you so that you can start playing full out is to give yourself permission to know that all because I'm in this place of feeling awkward doesn't mean that everybody else isn't feeling awkward. Now, I know we talked about getting out of other people's heads, but one thing that I have realized is that I'm actually not alone. Even though people might, show as if they're not feeling a certain way or feeling awkward about what's going on, so many people are also feeling the same way as you. You're not alone because people are human. Everybody at some point feels awkward or they feel nervous. And so that actually gave me a lot of comfort. I actually watched an interview recently with Issa Rae and Kevin Hart. And in this interview, Issa Rae was talking about how she still feels really self-conscious about asking people for help. And I thought that that was like shocking considering I view her as someone that has so much confidence, despite her having the awkward black girl, series. So it's like, but that's a character. I still feel like, oh, okay, she has to have a lot of confidence to do the things that she's been doing in the world. And so to hear her say that, sometimes I feel nervous about asking people for help. I don't want to bother people. People are busy. I really respected her vulnerability because sometimes, as people that haven't yet created multi-million dollar businesses or even six-figure businesses, or maybe we haven't gotten the promotion that we thought we deserved by now, whatever the case is, we still feel awkward about things. So, what makes us think that nobody else does? And so, the fact that other people feel that way gave me a sense of relief, like, oh my goodness, I'm human, something's not wrong with me. Right? And so just know that everybody else feels that way too in some form or fashion, and you're not a weirdo. You're not like outward account just because you feel awkward with doing something new. So you still get to dance full out in your life, though. You still get to do it full out regardless of, maybe, like you're offbeat a little bit. Maybe you're not saying everything perfectly, but I mean, really, who is that is in the beginning stages of something new. So I want this to encourage you to step out and do the thing that you've been desiring to do in your life, in your business, in your career, regardless of how new you might be in the beginning. Like, literally play full out. The people that learn the most are the people that actually dance full out, play full out, make the mistakes, feel awkward, putting yourself out there. That's what's going to help you actually learn more from your experience and be a better player, because you're actually able to see yourself at your limits. But you won't be able to see yourself at your limits if you're just kind of putting your toe in the water every now and then. It's like, no, put your full self in there and see how it feels, and examine yourself from there. And I guarantee that you're going to get so much more out of your life versus being afraid to just get your toe cold in the water. So if you like this video, go ahead and click below because I have an amazing gift for you. I have a main character energy playbook. I am so excited about this playbook because I poured in so many of the things that I've done with my clients to help them really live in this main character energy. And when they do, when I work with clients to help them get their energy up, get the way that they think about themselves up, they are able to launch their businesses, they're able to make more money, they're able to have more fulfilling relationships and really live life full out. And that's what I want for you. So go ahead and click below. And if you are interested in any more of my content, let me know what things you want me to talk about. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.